Most people think elegance is about buying luxury brands. It isn't, because some women can walk into a room wearing designer labels from head to toe, and somehow still look like they got dressed during a small household emergency. Meanwhile, another woman arrives in a simple outfit and instantly looks refined, graceful, and expensive. The difference isn't money. It's what elegant women refuse to wear. And before we continue, if you enjoy videos about elegance, confidence, and timeless class, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you know. Now, the first thing elegant ladies never wear is clothing that looks uncared for, because people notice condition before they notice price. A wrinkled blouse, loose threads hanging on for dear life, visible stains that have clearly survived multiple wash cycles, shoes so worn out they look like they've completed 3 world tours. None of these communicate elegance. And here's the funny part. A perfectly maintained $20 outfit will almost always look more sophisticated than a neglected $500 one. Why? Because elegance begins with care, not cost. Elegant women understand that presentation is a form of respect both for themselves and for the people around them. That doesn't mean obsessing over perfection. Nobody expects you to iron your socks or hold a funeral for every loose thread. But it does mean paying attention to the details. Because details are where elegance quietly lives. Think of it this way. If your outfit looks exhausted before lunchtime, that's probably a sign it deserves a peaceful retirement. Elegant women know that looking polished isn't about showing off. It's about showing care. And the next mistake is something millions of women wear every single week without realizing what it communicates. Elegant women do not compete for attention. They attract it naturally. And there is a very important difference. Because attention and admiration are not the same thing. A fire alarm gets attention too. That doesn't mean people are impressed by it. Yet many people dress as if their outfit has been given one mission in life. Make sure absolutely nobody within a 3-mile radius can ignore me. That's where elegance quietly exits the building. Elegant women avoid clothing that seems desperate to be noticed. Extremely loud logos. Flashy designs fighting for custody of your eyeballs. Enough glitter to temporarily confuse nearby aircraft. Pieces that make an entrance 5 minutes before the woman wearing them. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying fashion. There's nothing wrong with standing out. But elegant women understand that when an outfit is screaming, nobody hears the woman. And that's the problem. Because true elegance never needs a megaphone. It doesn't walk into a room shouting, "Look at me, look at me." It simply walks in. And somehow people look anyway. That's the power of quiet confidence. Think about the most elegant people you've ever met. Were they desperately trying to impress everyone? Usually not. They seemed comfortable in their own skin. Comfortable enough not to turn every outfit into a public relations campaign. In fact, one of the quickest ways to look expensive is to stop trying so hard to look expensive. Funny how that works. Because elegance isn't about demanding attention. It's about earning respect. And respect tends to arrive much more quietly. The goal isn't to make people stare. The goal is to make people remember. That's a completely different level of presence. And surprisingly, the next item has nothing to do with fashion trends and everything to do with self-respect. One of the biggest elegance killers is surprisingly simple. Poor fit. Not the color, not the brand, not whether it came from a luxury boutique or a weekend sale. Fit. Because even the most beautiful outfit in the world loses its charm when it looks like it's having a disagreement with the person wearing it. Too tight, too loose, too short, too long. At some point, the outfit stops being clothing and starts becoming a full-time responsibility. You've seen it before. The constant pulling, the constant adjusting, the mysterious need to check every reflective surface within a 50-foot radius. Some outfits require so much maintenance they should come with an instruction manual and a customer support hotline. And here's the problem. The moment a woman spends the entire day managing her outfit, her confidence starts to disappear. Because confidence cannot thrive when half your attention is focused on whether your jacket is sitting correctly or your dress is behaving itself. Elegant women understand something very important. Clothes should work for you. You should not work for your clothes. The goal of fashion is not to create a part-time job. It's to help you feel comfortable, polished, and at ease. That's why truly elegant women pay attention to fit before anything else. Because a perfectly fitted simple outfit will almost always look more sophisticated than an expensive outfit that doesn't sit properly. And there is something incredibly graceful about a woman who moves naturally. No tugging, no fixing, no emergency adjustments every 3 minutes. Just comfort, ease, and quiet confidence. In many ways, elegance is freedom. Freedom to focus on conversations instead of collars. Freedom to enjoy the moment instead of worrying about sleeves. Because when your clothing fits properly, people notice you. When it doesn't, people notice the struggle. And now this next habit is where many people accidentally confuse confidence with elegance. Elegant women don't dress to win approval. They dress to express self-respect. And believe it or not, those are two completely different goals. Because the moment an outfit is chosen only to impress strangers, something interesting happens. Elegance quietly packs its bags and leaves. Why? Because elegance comes from confidence. Approval seeking comes from anxiety, and people can often sense the difference without even realizing it. You've probably seen it before. Someone walks into a room dressed as if they're participating in an international competition called Please Notice Me. Every detail is carefully designed to collect reactions. Compliments become the objective. Attention becomes the reward. And suddenly, the outfit isn't being worn for personal expression. It's being worn for public voting. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look attractive. There's nothing wrong with enjoying compliments. We're human. If someone tells us we look amazing, we're not exactly filing a formal complaint. But elegant women understand something many people never learn. The most attractive quality in any outfit is comfort within yourself. Because when a woman genuinely likes what she's wearing, she carries herself differently. She relaxes. She smiles more naturally. She moves with ease. She isn't secretly wondering whether 12 strangers approve of her sleeve selection. And that confidence becomes part of the outfit. In fact, the most elegant woman in the room is rarely the one trying hardest to be admired. She's usually the one enjoying herself the most. The one having conversations instead of performing for an audience. The one who seems completely comfortable in her own skin. That's what makes people remember her. Because elegance isn't about chasing approval. It's about carrying yourself with enough self-respect that approval becomes a bonus instead of a necessity. And ironically, that's usually when admiration appears anyway. Funny how life works. The people who stop chasing attention often become the people who naturally receive it. And now we're entering the final 2 items, the ones elegant women notice instantly. Trends come and go. Elegance survives. And if history has taught us anything, it's that fashion trends can sometimes make perfectly reasonable people do absolutely unreasonable things. Every few years, a new trend appears and suddenly everyone acts as if ignoring it is a criminal offense. One minute people are dressing normally. The next minute they're wearing something that future generations will discover in photographs and ask, what exactly was happening here? Elegant women understand that not every trend deserves a place in their wardrobe. Just because something is popular doesn't automatically make it graceful. And just because millions of people are wearing it doesn't mean millions of people are making a good decision. That's why elegant women choose timelessness over temporary excitement. They understand something that many people learn the hard way. Fashion changes. Style remains. Think about it. A beautifully tailored dress looked elegant 10 years ago. It looks elegant today, and it will probably look elegant 10 years from now. That's the power of timeless style. Meanwhile, some trends have a life expectancy shorter than a carton of milk. They arrive dramatically, take over social media, then disappear so quickly that people pretend they never participated. Elegant women don't chase every trend that appears on their screen. They ask a simple question. Will this still look refined when the excitement disappears? Because grace ages well, trends often don't. And that's important. Because elegance isn't about proving you're fashionable this month. It's about creating a presence that remains attractive year after year. A presence built on confidence, simplicity, and good judgment. Not whatever the internet collectively decided was exciting last Tuesday. The goal isn't to look trendy. The goal is to look timeless. Because when a woman masters timeless style, she never has to worry about whether she's keeping up. She already stands out. And finally, the item that can make even an expensive outfit lose its elegance instantly. And finally, the biggest secret of all. Because elegance is never just fabric. It's energy. It's presence. It's the way a woman carries herself long before anyone notices the label on her clothing. A woman can wear the most beautiful outfit in the world, the perfect dress, the perfect shoes, the perfect accessories, everything carefully selected, everything expensive, everything fashionable. But if she spends the entire evening looking uncomfortable, insecure, or worried about what everyone thinks, the elegance disappears. It's like putting a crystal chandelier inside a room that's constantly shaking. Something feels off. People may not know exactly what it is, but they feel it. Meanwhile, another woman can walk into the same room wearing something remarkably simple. Nothing dramatic, nothing flashy, nothing designed to break the internet. And yet she becomes the person everyone remembers. Why? Because she's comfortable with herself. She isn't fighting her outfit. She isn't desperately seeking approval. She isn't conducting a silent investigation into whether strangers are impressed. She's simply present. And that presence is powerful. In fact, confidence has a funny way of improving everything. A simple outfit looks better. A smile looks warmer. A conversation feels easier. Even the way a woman walks changes. Because confidence is the one accessory that never goes out of fashion. And unlike trends, it doesn't require shopping. The truth is that elegance has never been about having the most expensive wardrobe. It's about feeling at ease in the wardrobe you already have. That's the secret many people spend years chasing. Elegant ladies don't just wear clothes. They wear confidence. And confidence cannot be bought, borrowed, or copied. It can only be developed. Because at the end of the day, people rarely remember every detail of what you wore, but they always remember how you carried yourself. And confidence will always be the most elegant thing a woman can wear. So after everything we've discussed, the question isn't, what should elegant ladies wear? That's actually the wrong question. The better question is, what should they avoid? Because elegance is rarely created by adding more clothes, more trends, more accessories, more attention, more noise. In fact, elegance often appears the moment unnecessary things disappear. Think about it. A beautiful painting doesn't need 50 extra brushstrokes. A great speech doesn't need 20 extra paragraphs. And an elegant woman doesn't need to wear her entire wardrobe at the same time just because she owns it. Sometimes less truly is more. And thankfully, less is also much easier to carry. We've seen that elegant women avoid neglected clothing. They avoid outfits that scream for attention. They avoid poor fit. They avoid dressing purely for approval. They avoid sacrificing grace for trends. And most importantly, they avoid wearing anything without confidence. Because elegance isn't a shopping list. It's a mindset. It's self-respect made visible. And the wonderful thing is that none of these habits require a luxury budget. You don't need a millionaire's bank account. You don't need a celebrity stylist. And you definitely don't need a closet large enough to require its own postal code. What you need is awareness, good judgment, and the confidence to choose quality over noise. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you think destroys elegance the fastest? Is it poorly fitted clothing? The obsession with trends? The need for constant attention? Or perhaps the lack of confidence? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and some of the best ideas for future videos come directly from this community. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Elegance Standard. Until next time, stay graceful, stay confident, and remember, true elegance is not about impressing others. It's about respecting yourself.